Good morning from Melbourne. Right now, I'm coming to you live from outside the beautiful, imposing MCG. That's one of the legends from Victoria, Dennis Lilly. There you see him, one of the legends of Australian cricket. Uh, there he is, Dennis Lilly. He's not actually from Victoria. I think he's from Perth, Western Australia. But it's a windy day here in Melbourne. Sun is out, that's good. But the Zimbabwe captain, Craig Erwin, just finished his press conference, and I'm going to tell you what he said, what can you expect in the game versus Zimbabwe, and when the Indian team is going to be coming, when are they going to be practicing, and all of that. So as you can see behind me, you see a lot of fans sitting here, a lot of people coming. They've all come in because in about roughly, what time is it? Yeah, in about an hour or so, you will have the Indian team come here. Maybe an hour and a half or so. The Indian team is going to come and practice. So the fans are turning up here to watch their favorite cricketers come and practice. So that is what they're waiting for. But let me quickly tell you what Craig Erwin said in the press conference, how they are going to be playing against the Indian team. You know, will there be an upset, not an upset? Aditya, thank you. He's saying total domination. Yes, it may just be total domination. But what Craig Erwin has come and said, he said that, you know, they want to do to India what they did against Pakistan. So they created an upset versus Pakistan, and they will be aiming for an upset versus India too. While that is, I mean, that is something that every captain will say, but Zimbabwe truly believe. And let me give you a few things that will, you know, be a bit of a concern for the Indian team. Of course, India go in as the favorite. And if you ask for my personal opinion, I think India should win this match easily. But things that go in Zimbabwe's favor, one, you saw that Zimbabwe have already caused an upset versus Pakistan. So you know that they can beat a big team. Secondly, if India and Zimbabwe were playing in a ground like, let's say, Sydney or Adelaide, that's completely a flat batting track, which helps batsmen, then you would say that India's gap to Zimbabwe increases, becomes bigger. But when you play in bowler-friendly conditions, like you get in Perth, and that's where Zimbabwe upset Pakistan, and you get in Melbourne. Melbourne also, it helps the fast bowlers, as we saw in the India-Pakistan game. In these conditions, the gap between a very strong team and a less strong team kind of reduces. So that is also something in favor of Zimbabwe. I'm not saying that India still don't go in as favorites. They go in as overwhelming favorites. But slight gap between the team comes down if they're bowling friendly conditions. And we know that Zimbabwe would prefer that. It was their bowlers that won them the game earlier. So that is another reason why they must be, you know, hoping for an upset. See, the one thing that has been very unfortunate about Melbourne this T20 World Cup is that it's been raining non-stop. So you've hardly had any games being completed. The last set of games were 9 days ago. That was that England-Australia game that was washed out. The other game also on that day was washed out. I think the last full completed game in this tournament at the MCG was the India-Pakistan game, 23rd. After that, not a single game has been completed. One game did, in which Ireland upset England, but even that was a reduced game on Duckworth Lewis. So rain has played spoilsport here in Melbourne till now in this tournament. Last full 40 over game that you got was India-Pakistan. So you have to go back to that time. After that, you haven't had full games here, and so that is a bit unfortunate. But the good news is, as you can see, the sun is out, and you can hope that the India game will be a full 40 over game. That is one thing. The other thing is, you know, it's Virat Kohli's birthday, so here's wishing King Kohli a very happy birthday. He's going to be coming out to practice. Fans are lining up to see him. We'll see if he cuts the cake for his fans, and if it does, we'll update you that on Sports Today. But meanwhile, he was asked about Virat Kohli, if Zimbabwe have any specific plans for Virat Kohli, and he said, no, we don't have a specific plan, because no matter what specific plan you make against Kohli, he's such a good batsman that he'll find a way to overcome that. So you cannot have, but he said they'll concentrate on bowling the right length, and just bowling to Virat Kohli is a great opportunity or a great chance for the bowlers to pocket his wicket. That in itself is a big motivation for Zimbabwe bowlers. So that's what the Zimbabwe captain said. And you must remember, it'll be a pressure game. It's a must-win game for India. So in that regard, also, you know, if by chance that minor slip-up is there, then India could still be out of the tournament. But if you, again, as I said, you ask my personal opinion, I think India will dominate. They'll score a lot of runs here, and then their bowlers will do the job. So should be a easy win for India. That's the latest update from the MCG, a day before India-Zimbabwe. But don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. I'll keep bringing you more updates as we go along, because as I said, Indian team will have a press conference, they will have a practice session, it's Virat's birthday, so plenty coming up through the day. So I'll see you then. For the moment, Aditya, this is Dennis Lilly's statue. Nikhil Nas signing off. Bye.